Hello again, this is Yvonne, and this video is for my team members at Team George, and today I wanted to talk about creating space, which is a very important part of natural play therapy. And what I want you to remember is that creating space equals interaction. When we can give George space, and what I mean by that is us not filling the air all the time with our words maybe, or with our interaction, and just waiting for him to fill the space. I had to learn this the hard way. When I did other therapies, I always had this checklist of all these things that I had to do with George. So every time I saw him, all I could think about were all these things that I had to make happen. So I would sit down with him and I was doing all the talking. I was trying to get him to do this. I was trying to get him to do that. And it was very frustrating. And once I learned that if I step back and wait, talk less, do less, don't try as hard, then he actually did a lot more. And in the playroom, we can see this when we ask him what he wants us to do, what he wants to play. When we ask him, George, what do you want to do? And he looks up at the marbles or looks up at the bubbles. Well, we know, okay, we know what he wants to play. A lot of times we know what he wants. But if we maybe just waited a little bit longer, he would think of other ways to communicate it with us. So that's one area we can do in the playroom. Another area is anytime we're doing like marbles or constructing things like this block activity, when we're doing things like this, instead of just going on and building what we want to build. If he is wanting to connect with us, it depends. If we're our dean, then we're just obviously going to build it on our own. But if he comes over and initiates activity, we know he wants to, we may even set some of these out as an invitation for him. And if we wait long enough, he will actually start handing us pieces and maybe the connector pieces here. And he will play more back and forth with us if we just give him time and that space to do so. It will allow him to step up and fill the space instead of us filling it all the time. So that's something to think about. That's something I think that sets natural play therapy apart from the others, because it's something that's hard to do, initiate activity, especially for our kiddos like George. And so the more space we can give them, the more practice we can give them doing these skills. So that is a little bit about creating space and how it's a big part of natural play therapy. So I thank you for listening, and I look forward to talking with you all about ideas on how we can do this in the playroom with George. Thank you. Bye-bye.